So I'm about a week late on this one, guys, but I did want to talk about it because I've not talked about it yet. The Nvidia P102-100. Now, we've already seen Inno3D come out with the 104-100, a few other brands come out with it as well. And this one's a little bit better. It is, in essence, a stripped down 1080. That's what most people are calling it. And when I say stripped down, the reason I'm saying that is because this is designed for mining. There's no HDMI ports, there's no display ports, nothing like that. There's no way to connect this to a monitor. This is purely for mining. So you can see the specs there. 3200 CUDA cores, 1582 core clock, 11 gigabytes per second memory clock. But it's the hash rates that are, the most important. 47 mega hashes for Ethereum, 660 sols for Zcash, Ethereum Equihash ones, and 879 hash per second for Monero. Now, the sols, that's actually pretty good because on my 1080 Ti's, they'll sway between, like 700 to 750, maybe towards 750, depending on what else I'm doing. But for Ethereum, my 1080 Ti's are awful. They get like 29, 30, they're pretty low. And, in comparison, a 1060, which, my 1080 Ti's are not, and other things like sols are more than double. My 1060s can get 19 mega hashes. So this one gets 47, so that's really, really good. So there's no disputing that these things can actually mine, but there isn't any information as yet about availability, and there isn't any mention about price. But I do remember a lot of people were unhappy with the price and the warranty and all that with the last one, with the P104. I saw a comment down here that kind of sums it up perfectly. It costs not much more than a regular GPU. It has 1 month warranty. It doesn't have second-hand value. You cannot sell it later. Well, you can, but I know what he's getting at. Now, what he's talking about, where he says you can't sell it later, is the fact that you'd probably only sell it once to another miner, and you'd probably only sell it once it isn't producing well. So when the sols rate drop to the point where it's not worth using it, you try and sell it, but no other miner's going to buy it because, why would they? The same reason they wouldn't buy it is the same reason you want to sell it. But I remember the last one that came out is just a little bit cheaper than a regular, a similar card. So if this comes out, say $100 cheaper than a regular 1080, and it's got a good hash rate for Ethereum and things like that, but I don't know. I mean, like the fact you're only getting like a month or so warranty, if that is going to be the case, that's pretty poor when other cards are getting 2 years and 3 years and things like that. And the fact that you can't later sell it to gamers, this is one of the biggest things. Miners talk about this all the time, that if I look into the break-even point of my 1080 Ti, I could say I paid £800. I could look, okay, when will this make me £800? But that kind of isn't the break-even point, because the break-even point could be, say, when it makes, it could even be when I make £300, because at that point I could still sell that, get my money back, and I've not lost anything. So the break-even point with a regular GPU is shorter because you can sell it on to gamers. There's a lot of gamers out there. But this one, you could only sell it to another miner. Now, it does have a pretty decent sol rate, but it's the Ethereum rate I thought, that was really good. It's the Ethereum rate that really grabbed my attention. 47 mega hashes, that's 2.5 times more than my 1060s. It's 1.5 times my 1080 Ti for Ethereum. So for Ethereum, this would be a good card. I'm not making any judgment just now until I see the price, and I see what the warranty and all that's like. But I mean, I'm hoping that the market, I've no problem with the market going this way. I'm a gamer myself, and I'd be happy for mining cards to be GPUs to be designed for mining. I'd like it to have a longer warranty, but I don't worry too much about the warranty if it's got a good hash rate. If they gave you like a 1080 Ti, but you only had 1 month warranty, but the sol rate was higher and the hash rate for Ethereum was higher, to me that's a good compromise, and I would take that risk. You might lose out sometimes, but I would take that risk. So I'm going to wait to see what happens when it comes out in the market. But I'd like to see more of this. But the price has to be right, and you have to take into account the fact that you can't sell it for as high a price as you could for a regular GPU, or just use it yourself for gaming. So I'll leave a link to this article, guys. Please let me know what you think about this. we're going to see more cars like this coming out in the future. So we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Post a comment. Speak to you soon. Cheers, guys.